I did not know this. One, because I have never attended. The Immaculate Conception Church in South Omaha has a bowling alley in it.
Really?
So over there, it's on South 25th. So I looked this up. Yeah, they have a bowlatorium in the basement of this church.
Multiple lanes?
It looks from the picture maybe 8.
Old-fashioned person changing the pens and what?
It's not like Arbor Lodge in Nebraska City where you go to the mansion. It's got a bowling alley. It's one lane though.
I mean, that's got to be the only parish in Omaha that has a bowling alley in it?
I feel confident in saying that, yeah.
I want to know.
My parish does not have
now I want to know the story of how does this church have a bowling alley in it?
I want to know if they have leagues.
Oh, they have to.
And if they get rowdy.
Hey.
Do they have, like fish fries where you can have beer?
Oh, my gosh.
Do they?
Are they not doing the fish fry? And you can either go play hoops or you can bowl.
You can bowl. And then
that place should be raking in cash.
Maybe you can get fish on the
South
side.
Omaha.
Or it's just something to do while you're at the fish fry.
I would become Catholic again just to go.
That's amazing.
That's fun.
That really is amazing.
Good fellowship.
8 lanes, eh? Oh, yeah. You could have a good league.
Bob says, yes, there is a sign outside of the church that says bowling with an arrow. He goes, this used to be popular back in the 50s is parishes would have activity halls and they would build a bowling alley.
Okay,
inside of a parish hall.
I knew of like activity halls, but I didn't realize they would put bowling alleys in there.
They would have the box social in the activity.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So thank you.
Maybe a kickball league and whatnot, but bowling
in a bowling alley?
No.
Oh.
In the
back
rec
in those
centers.
days,
No, church rec centers.
Us Catholic school kids, man.
You play kickball?
We played kickball.
Good.
Outside, like the good Lord intended us to.
I drilled Trisha Davidson in the face. I couldn't have been happier that day.
I was
going to say,
such a mean person.
Yeah.
I was awful
at 5th grade.
I couldn't kick at all, but in kickball, oh my gosh, I had just a lead foot.
Kevin said it's in the basement of the gym.
Man, I kind of want to go.
Now, so my follow-up question is, can anybody go in there? Or do you have to belong to the parish?
The parish or a card?
Kevin said it's 6 lanes.
Okay.
I think everyone could go. It's not like...
You could get something done with that, league-wise.
It's not like a Mormon wedding.
So do you get confirmation? Do they have leagues?
I'm sure he'll follow up here.
Okay, good. And how do we get in that league?
Well, like to bowl there, you got to join the parish. You got to tithe.
Yeah.
That's the hook.
Here's $1.
Hey, it's actually a really good hook.
It is a good hook.
You guys want to have a unique bowling experience? Join the parish.
Yes. Who else has that? No one else offers that.
We need new lighting in the church. A wink.
Yep.
A wink.
And it's never, it costs you this. It's your donation.
Let us thank KOZN Radio for the new carpet in
the
parish hall.
We encourage donations. When I got married in a Catholic church and I wasn't Catholic yet, my wife is, and now I am too. That was where I go, so what's this going to cost? Hey, all right, let's talk dollars and cents here. Well, we don't have a charge, but
however,
this is the recommended donation. Or when people get married, this is typically what they donate. Like, can you not just say this is what it costs?
Yeah,
it's going to be a hard cost.
I got married in Catholic church in Fort Myers, and they charged us, and I wasn't very happy.
Did they tell you it was going to be
It was a donation.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, we already belong here. We are lectors.
See, you're donating your time.
Yeah.
No, I was like,
your talents.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was on the heels of when the priest looked at us and he said, "You guys live together?" And I said, "Yeah." And then I got punched in the leg.
I mean no.
We
head lice.
We live together in spirit.
I can't lie to a priest. We've been living together for like 3 years.
Same thing happened.
But he said, "Yeah, exactly." Well, there is a donation involved.
He was watching you during service, and he saw the plate come by, and you never threw anything in, did you?
Dude,
here's an autographed copy of Rudy.
It's like, well, Gary, normally we don't encourage donations to this level, but we've seen your activity during Sunday Mass, and when the plate comes by, you're always blowing your nose or something.
Father O'Leary, do you not know that I'm giving you free food? Do you know that plate you're about to eat off of is like $140? Okay. Okay, do you know that we have open bar?
It's true.
That's enough. Okay.
That's a good point.
You don't be charging me to walk down the damn aisle. I could have gone to Vegas or I could have gone to the courthouse.
this was one of the funniest things. Our priest, who I love, he's retired now since. He was great. He was fantastic. It was one of the reasons I said, you know what, I'll do the whole RCIA thing. I didn't know how much a priest would indulge in alcohol, especially at an event. So at a rehearsal dinner, I wouldn't say he was getting hammered, but he had a couple of, which was funny because he's a priest, but it's the beer Certified Evil. It's like a stout, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of it, but it's like a stout. And he just kept coming by to us. Oh, this Certified Evil is really good. I might have to get another one. That's going to be my last. And then I saw him get a third.
Not surprised. They drink wine every day.
That's true.
An hour later, it's like, how do we hire Charlie Weiss? How does that happen?
Adam says it's the only bowling alley in town where your cost of bowl is tax deductible.
Sign me up. Let's go.
Matt Rule made me unhappy yesterday.
Why?
Uh-oh.
So, I would like.
I know why. Diet Pepsi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we
thought
there
do
might,
an endorsement?
we thought there might be an opening here. I don't know what the contract is with Pepsi and the entire campus, which.
Yep, you're done.
Dannon's got to understand, when you take this job over and you're trying to figure out why Nebraska hasn't won a national championship since '97 in football, you just clearly look to the really, really poor decision that was made to enter into an agreement campus-wide with Pepsi. And it has held Nebraska back for many, many years. Look, Creighton didn't start going to the Sweet 16 until they got Coke in the CHI. I'm just saying, but do you think this is a thing? Because Saban and Alabama's deal with Coke, there'd always be Dasani and Coke on the podium.
Right.
Now, we know that Mike Riley used to sip his Diet Pepsi.
And Frost always had the Mountain Dew there.
Which was really
there was
just
a product placement yesterday.
Oh, and he tried to turn it.
Yes.
He thought it was being funny, but I don't know if I think that everything he does, there's intention. I think he was actually really jockeying for an endorsement.
I mean, the former head coach of this school was at practice yesterday. Solich wouldn't have done that.
Oh, no. It would have been all business. Okay, can I ask you about this whole Diet Coke thing, by the way? Or Coke versus Pepsi? Is it just because of the Diet Coke is far superior than Diet Pepsi? Is that it? With the rest of the Coke lineup versus the rest of the Pepsi lineup, you're okay?
For me, yeah.
Okay.
No.
Because you're not alone. I heard a lot of people
Pepsi's not as good as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
They started tinkering with the recipe or something like that.
No.
When it came in a pitcher at Pizza Hut, it hit different. Oh.
But I noticed that yesterday. He did a little subtle move of the product placement at post-practice yesterday. I did not like that.
Yeah. It was, I thought when they were handed, I thought, oh, here comes his coffee. Nope, he got the Diet Pepsi.
Do you think that he is actually a Diet Coke drinker? And it's like the NCAA where they make you pour stuff into a cup, that when he comes into a press conference and he's carrying a Diet Coke, he has to have it in a cup so that they don't.
Yeah. Or it's a special Diet Pepsi that actually has Diet Coke inside of it. It's just in a Diet Pepsi bottle. Because if you did notice, I don't think he took a couple of real minor sips. I'm feeling like I know you guys are, I say you guys because I don't drink Diet Pop. I think it's disgusting. I know you guys are a very prideful group, that the Diet Coke group. I feel like you do outnumber the Diet Pepsi fans. I feel like if you were truly a Diet Pepsi fan, you would be taking more sizable drinks out of than what he was. So I think he might have been doing it just to appease.
No, you can't gulp. You got to sip.
You just got to practice. Are you thirsty?
That role is like the biggest marketing engine in the state, because he keeps showing up with new clothes, whether it be a hat or a T-shirt.
Everybody wants the RDV hat now.
Well, and then they want the T-shirt he was wearing yesterday.
That was kind of cool.
The XO in the state,
the arrow point. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
But he needs to stop. He needs to stop with this ridiculousness of pushing Pepsi. Nebraska's not getting back. Hey, they can get 5 Dylan Raiolas playing quarterback at the same time. They're not getting back to where they need to be without going back to Coke. And I think enrollment would go up in Lincoln. You wouldn't have to cut programs and stuff. If you brought Coke back to the campus, there would be more people that go, oh, so you're not a Nike school, you're an Adidas school, but you have Coke? Oh, that San Capistrano Valley student that wouldn't even think about coming to Nebraska. All of a sudden, you're getting that money from California.
I had no idea that the beverage provider had so much impact on enrollment.
We've had the same discussion at KU, so I understand where he's coming from.
Subtly,
I'll get behind him.
It's KU, Coke or Pepsi?
Subtly, it's Pepsi. Why I went to Nebraska.
because of Coke.
And they also really didn't look at your GPA.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point.
Kansas was a Coke school when I got there, so this is all
Hey,
relatable.
And they had Coca-Cola.
My guys here in town, Papa Stibbs, Steve King,
Yeah.
they're doing work. Coke is taking over Omaha.
We got to specify when we're talking about Coke here. We're talking about the beverage.
Oh,
Coke is taking over the
shoot! I'm
the Omaha
sorry.
area.
We're talking about something else.
We're not the U. We're NU.
Sorry, we're talking about nosebleeds.
All right, Jimmy's got an update coming up a little
Diet
bit.
Coke
When
Cowboys.
we do come back, we're going to look ahead again. Nebraska football week 3 wrapping up this weekend. They have a scrimmage, but week 2 of this season, that guy over there made an interesting proclamation yesterday about Colorado football. We will discuss, amongst other things. We'll talk about the Masters as Tiger yesterday was the story. I think people want more Tiger in their life, except for Dirk, who gets triggered when it's all about Tiger.
Oh,
but you got to admit, man, he looked healthy yesterday.
Smell.
Sorry, talking about Nowitzki.
Boy, he hammered his first shot, and then his chest puffed out, and he walked straight down the fairway, and I'm like, he's back.
That's what they're talking about. The body, the build back up, especially as you mentioned, the chest and the top half, because he doesn't have the same type of overall body power that he did before. So it's kind of like when Rocky had to fight, what was the dude, Tarver? Forget what his name is.
Antonio Tarver. But, Mason the Line
Mason
Dixon.
the Line Dixon. They say, hey, you've got too much strain in your tendons. You've got tendonitis. Yeah, that is all this different stuff. So we're going to build some bombs. We're going to build you up so you can throw some body shaking, body hurting bombs. That's what basically they're building Tiger up to.
Just the way he looked yesterday, he looked like just the back didn't seem to be bulky. He just a stride.
Mm-hmm.
He looked
his arms
somewhat normal. He looked about as healthy as he's been since his car crash. And the golf game wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't. He had that look.
Look out, ladies of Augusta.
Lego.
Wow. Tiger's back.
He is single, right?
He is.
He's technically single.
He makes good money in his job.
Yeah, but he'd be difficult to date. I wouldn't want him date him. Lego Maniac writes in the Equitable Bank inbox.